not that one. Yeah. Now let's see. Mitre Street is over there, and the white
Church Passage. It must be opposite the Imperial Club at 16 to 17 Duke Street. Let's go to the end of this lane, Watson.
Let's do that, Watson, or you want to stay there? Okay.
Hello, you must be Abraham Solomovich, am I right?
Yes, that's me. But I know you. You brought a lad to my place to take care of a cat, and I loaned you my mask.
That's me. May I present?
Dr. Watson, of course. Delighted. And you? I have known for a few days that you are a detective by the name of Sherlock Holmes. Is that so?
You don't miss a thing, do you? It was the children who gave me away, am I right?
They didn't want to, but I gained their confidence by offering them a small comb and half a cake.
They made a good deal out of it, so I don't blame them. However, I must request, as a personal favour, that you do not reveal my identity.
You have my word. Curiosity is just killing me, as you may have guessed. Would it be breaking an oath to confide in me the nature of the investigation that you are leading?
No. We need to know about the church
Does
passage.
this spot where we are now in Mitre Square mean anything to you?
A demon lives in this city, Mr. Holmes. These unmentionable acts degrade the human race and put the Jewish community in terrible danger.
Yes, that's
Lots
probably
of
true.
rumours are circulating, but they are but rumours. I see you're leaving the Imperial Club. It's a stone's throw away from Mitre Square, and the two recent murders were most probably discussed in there. Do you know if anyone from the club saw or heard anything that night?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. That night, 3 members of our club saw
3?
a woman talking to a man at the very spot where we are standing, a few minutes before the body was found at the end of this passage.
Okay.
Fantastic, Holmes.
Calm yourself, Watson. There is nothing at the moment to suggest it was the victim. Can we meet these members?
I am afraid that won't be possible. As soon as the police heard the evidence of these men, they were sworn to silence.
I understand.
But you are working for the good, and I must tell you...
Okay.
One of the 3 men, my friend Joseph, left that night with 2 other members of the Imperial Club, Harry and another Joseph. It was around 1:35 a.m., perhaps a bit earlier.
Probably
When
earlier.
Joseph, not my friend, but the other, the Aldgate butcher, exited, he saw a man and a woman in discussion at this very spot where we are.
These men must have been about 16 feet away from the couple.
That's about right. So Joseph, the butcher, said to the other 2, while pointing at the couple, "Look, I don't like going home alone when I see this kind of people here." My friend Joseph looked at them without noticing anything strange and didn't understand what he meant. They had the look of 2 rather unkempt people, but no more than that.
Yeah, I must say that Catherine Eddowes was just released from jail, and she probably needed money, so she thought that she could get a client.
After the murder, did these 3 men tell the police what they had seen?
Not quite. Harry stated that he hadn't seen the couple. As for Joseph, the butcher, even though he was the one who commented on them and pointed them out, said that he couldn't remember anything except that the man was about 3 inches taller than the woman, who was 5 feet tall, no more. My friend Joseph,
5 feet
on the other
3?
hand, did his best to cooperate with the police.
That sounds good, but 5'3" on the murder and
What did your friend Joseph say? What did this man and woman look like?
The man must have been 30 years old, about. 5'7", light complexion, and a fair moustache. He wore a loose, dark jacket, a grey cap, and a red scarf around his neck. But he said that he only saw him for a brief instant, and it would be impossible to recognize him.
5 foot.
Woman?
He only saw her from behind. She had her hand on the man's stomach and seemed to be pushing him. He said that he remembered that she was small, was wearing a black jacket and a black bonnet. After his testimony, the police took him to see the clothing of the deceased, and Joseph said that they looked identical to those of the woman he had seen. Like I already said, he only glanced at the two, as he was headed with the others in the direction of Aldgate.
One final question. The Imperial Club is a Jewish club, isn't that correct?
Indeed.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Solomonovich.
It was nothing. We must at all costs prevent this demon from striking again. And the police seem to have some difficulty in doing that. I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Holmes.
Well, I must say that the evidence we get us a bit... there might be something here.
This building is the Great Synagogue of London.
Yes. Now where is the old map? There's nothing here, is there? No, probably not. Is this the place they come up? Yes, they came out from here. And they're looking towards that one. She was with her back this way. 5 feet. It's hard to say.
I have no reason to go
No,
that
that's
way.
totally true.
The Imperial Club.
Yes. I'm merely looking around. Now, there won't be... oh, what's this?
Closed.
Okay. There's one more. No, it isn't. Okay, now it's totally docked out here, so let's just go. See what we can find. Oops, what's this? Some sort of... oh no, there's nothing here. I'm not totally sure where she was found. Can't see any trace of it. Catherine Eddowes. Can we use this?
Take the lamp, Watson.
Okay. This is better. Now I need to go back here again. Should probably have had that one first. Because here we might find something. You're not coming? Darn you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Stop. Okay.
I have no reason to go
No,
that
I
way.
know that, but we need to check it as well. Darn, Holmes. I know what you're saying. Will you please come, Mr. Watson, please? No, you can't. I can't make him. Nope. Well, he'll be here soon enough. Good, good, good. Let's just check. Doesn't seem to... you need to do that. Darn
Watson,
you.
we're
Oh!
now in the exact spot where poor Eddowes tragically ended her days.
This spot is very dark, Holmes.
Yes.
Probably why our murderer chose it.
Yes, because you are in a square, and when you're in a square, there's too much. That means he could hardly see what he wanted to see, could he? Oh dear, doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. What's this?
Do these objects spread out by the victim remind us of anything, Watson?
Yes, it does. These items are meant for a woman. That's totally true, and it's... I say they belong to the woman. Yeah, that's true. Search Eddowes. That's true. Now we need
The
to...
head is turned towards the left. The murderer must have been on the right side of his victim. Let's look at her from the front.
Holy shit. Okay, let's see. We start with the eyes, I suppose.
The eyelids were cut off.
Oh dear. Why would one do that?
The nose was cut.
Yes. Could
The
the
cheeks were slashed to make them thinner.
The cheeks were slashed to make them thinner.
There is but one wound, Watson. It goes from the left side and descends in a slight oblique towards the right side.
Yeah. That is true. What the heck is this? Oops. Are we really? She still got a bonnet, this one. Nope. Doesn't seem to be anything else. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's true. And is that to make her look different? Or what? We really don't know, do we? Okay, there's...
A thimble is located right
That's
beside
a
one of
thimble.
the victim's hands, just like Chapman's sachet of pills and Stride's pastels.
We knew some things about... Oops. Thimble. What does we call it in Sweden? A finger castle. If I'm translating it, finger castle. It's meant to protect the finger. Eddowes' murderer lost a thimble. Eddowes held a thimble in her hand. Most likely, yes. Okay. I'm not really sure that I want to... Okay.
The main incision goes from the sternum all the way down to the groin. The murderer opened this abdomen as if it were an animal carcass. A kidney was removed. The uterus was removed.
Kidney? Kidding me? It seems like everything is going per haste. Let's see what it says. Kate Eddowes' murder knew anatomy. Yes, she did. He did. And here we have more. Okay, let's see what this is. The wound to the neck goes from the right. Yes. Yeah, I say this one. It is the same kind as Elizabeth Stride. Still goes with right hand. No. 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 So that might... The blow was fierce. Right. Now let's see what we can do this. Kate Eddowes died the yeah, I'll say that. Yes, it's the same one. Central. Okay. The murderer cut open the stomach in surgical manner. No. Yes, like that is true. Right, it's not all. What's this?
The inside of the thighs is clean. Once again, there were no sexual relations between the victim and her murderer.
No. Has nothing to do with sex. Absolutely nothing.
These intestines were pulled out altogether to grant access to the abdomen.
Yeah, it's a quick one because it's dark.
Part of this apron is missing. We will follow up on that shortly.
Yeah, and that...
My goodness, Holmes, it was a slaughter.
Understand, Watson, that our killer had neither the time nor the conditions to bother with the niceties. He had no more than 7 or 8 minutes at most to kill the woman, open her up, and all the while in total darkness.
Yes, and that's the point.
Holmes, it's a woman, a poor victim.
Well, he's got nothing, no
Consider
feelings.
all the time this man lost and the risks that he actually took by cutting the victim's face and the lower abdomen in around 20 precise spots, especially the lungs and the liver. These attacks, which I consider gratuitous, are in fact nothing of the sort, and have as much sense as the removal of the organs. We must, first and foremost, locate the 3 exits leading to Mitre Square, Watson.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Okay, we are through with this. Let's go to Mitre Square, to Mitre Street. And now, where does he keep his stuff?
This is Mitre Street, from where Watkins, the constable who found the body,
Yes, so that's not the way.
Nothing of interest here.
Okay, that's not the way.
Nothing of interest here.
You said so. And that means that the murderer need to be going this direction. Is there anything we can find here of interest at all? Please go there. You go. Now this one is a bit narrow. What if he's
This dark and narrow passage leads to St. James's Place.
Yeah.
Watson, we must now consult our timescale. We began in Dutfield's yard, but this time we will try to recreate the actions of certain people. In this case, those of the 2 policemen.
Yes, there were 2 of them. That's true. At 1:30, he enters Mitre Square.
1:30 a.m. P.C. Watkins didn't see the corpse while on his rounds.
Doesn't mean anything.
If P.C. Watkins did his rounds properly, and there is no reason to doubt this was the case, as he discovered the corpse a quarter of an hour later, the murder hadn't yet taken place, and there was no one in Mitre Square, unless they were hidden among the shadows.
Which is
Enter
possible.
Mitre Square via Mitre Street, Watson, and stop and try to see me with the lantern. I will be where poor Edow's corpse was.
Okay. No, can't see you. Oops. No, I can't see you.
I see you, Holmes.
Perfect, Watson. Let's look at our timeline, Watson.
Right, let's see. That is true. Most likely true.
Very good, Watson. Thus we can categorically state that the murder had not yet occurred at 1:30.
Let's see. P.C. Watkins. Whoops.
1:35 a.m. A man and a woman are arguing at the entrance of Church Passage. The man came from Aldgate.
Yes, and the murderer, with an accomplice, went from there, had to meet the woman, had to get her down here. Okay, and at 42, that means
2 a.m. P.C. Harvey arrives in Mitre Square. It should be noted, Watson, that the constable didn't enter Mitre Square. He could not have seen the corpse lying on the ground. But would he have been able to see a man sitting or standing? Go to the church passage entrance, then come back and try to see me while holding your lantern. I will stay at the spot where the victim was discovered.
Yes.